Have you ever seen someone lie, then believe their own lie, and then convince thousands of people to believe it with them? This is the story of Charles Ponzi's rise, the moment he turned from an unknown nobody into the so-called god of money. A man people begged, literally begged, to take their savings. But before his name appeared on newspaper front pages, Ponzi was just a struggling clerk with one obsession: becoming rich fast, no matter the cost. And one ordinary day, a small envelope arrived at his tiny office, a letter from Spain, something so insignificant that anyone else would have thrown it away. Inside was a simple piece of paper, an international reply coupon, an IRC. Worth almost nothing, but Ponzi didn't see what it was. He saw what he desperately wanted it to be. In an instant, that tiny paper became, in his mind, a machine that prints money. And that's where the lie began. A lie he told the world, after convincing himself first. Ponzi walked through his neighborhood, looking for one person, just one, willing to believe in his idea. He found 18 ordinary people, most of them broke, all of them desperate for a miracle. He promised them something unbelievable: 50% profit in 45 days, 100% in 90 days, no risk, guaranteed. And unbelievably, he paid them exactly what he promised, but not with profits, with the money of other people. That day, one truth became clear: greed is louder than logic. People stopped asking, where does the money actually come from? Because deep down, they didn't want the answer. They didn't believe in Ponzi. They believed in the version of themselves that wanted this to be real. 3 months later, something insane happened. The entire street outside Ponzi's office froze. Crowds of people standing for hours, pushing, shouting, begging him to take their money. Ponzi walked outside that day and saw hundreds of faces staring at him, not as a businessman, not as a clerk, but as a savior, a financial prophet, a man who could rewrite their destiny with just one signature. And in that moment, something dangerous happened. Ponzi stopped being a salesman and became the leader of a financial cult. When people gather around an idea, not because it's logical, but because they're terrified of missing out, reason disappears, doubt disappears, questions disappear, and what remains is a single, collective mind. Ponzi didn't resist the feeling. He embraced it. He believed he truly deserved this power. For the first time in his life, he felt like the hero of his own story. At the peak of his rise, Ponzi was earning $250,000 a day, a number that's hard to imagine even today. He bought a mansion, a luxury car, gold thread suits, diamond-tipped cigar holders, first-class trips, a lifestyle so extreme it barely seemed real. But here's the dark truth: none of this success belonged to him. It was borrowed from the hopes of thousands of people who were running away from their problems into his promise of easy wealth. It was a castle built on fear, greed, and a lie that everyone wanted to be true. While Ponzi stood at the top, the first cracks started to show. One journalist, just one, asked the question no one dared to ask. If Ponzi really made millions buying postal coupons, where are the coupons? Logic alone was enough to destroy everything. But people didn't want logic, because logic meant the dream was over. Investigators got involved. Questions started piling up. Reality began catching up. But Ponzi? He kept greeting investors with the same gold-smiled confidence, as if nothing was happening, as if the world wasn't collapsing behind him. The truth was simple: any rise built on emptiness is the first to fall when someone asks the right question. Ponzi's rise isn't just a fraud story, it's a psychological mirror. Sometimes, the lie that destroys us isn't the one someone tells us. It's the one we choose to believe. Sometimes the real danger isn't the con man in front of us, but the voice inside us that wants the shortcut, the easy profit, the fantasy. And sometimes, the fastest way to fall is to rise without a foundation.